This person did not win because he's a Muslim, but he won in spite of being a Muslim. And that is a civilizational victory. The campaigns launched against him explicitly brought in Islamophobia. There were websites that were calling him a jihadist, a stealth, this and that. The most vile, blatant Islamophobic tropes were being used publicly against him. And still, he won. And it is a sign of integration. It's a sign of civilizational strength, but it also presents its challenges. Many Muslims are wondering, how can a Muslim be a mayor when they're going to have to do things that are morally ambiguous? Sometimes our biggest critics are not from without, they're from within. And this requires an internal conversation. Politicians are not clerics. And it is high time the Muslim community to differentiate a politician from a cleric. It is a very positive sign that the two most cosmopolitan and most prestigious cities in the Western world, London and New York, have Muslim mayors. They weren't elected because they're Muslim, but they were both elected in spite of being Muslim in the Islamophobic climate, which means they weren't just highly qualified, they were so highly qualified that they overcame the odds of being a Muslim. That is a very positive sign, and we should welcome and be thankful that this is a reality.
Done hiding. We're done. We're done being tortured and hurt and judged. This is the correct religion. This is the religion that all of humanity needs to be upon, of Islam. And we will not stop until it enters every home. So I want you to repeat after me. I want to hear it in every single district. It should tremble. Brooklyn should hear it. The Bronx should hear it. Queens should hear it. Say it as if the Ummah depends on this, my brothers and sisters. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. Muhammadan Rasulullah. There is no God worthy of worship except Allah, the God of Jesus, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, and the God of the last and final Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
The historic victory that Zohran Mamdani had in New York, how should we as Muslims feel about it? Well, first and foremost, no matter what the politics are, we can never compromise on our principles. Things like standing in LGBT parades and standing with the trans community with rainbow flags that he has done, we can never support this. We can never compromise on our principles. Whether he is Muslim or not, whatever the case may be. But I will say, I do not agree with his politics. I'm not a Democrat, and I'm sure as heck I'm not a socialist. I am a Muslim who believes in the Quran, who believes in the Sunnah, who believes in the way of Al-Mustafa alayhi salatu salam, in the way of the Salaf al-Salihin, and I think the only and the best way of governance is that which Allah has divinely revealed. Having said that, I'm very happy today. Why? Because the city that was the epicenter of Islamophobia after 9/11 has a man who declares himself, who identifies himself as a Muslim, as the mayor. I'm not happy for a victory for Zohran Mamdani, but I am happy for a defeat for Zionist, Islamophobic lobbies who tried to criticize him just because he identified as a Muslim. This is a great day for Muslims and the future of America. So I'm going to be happy, but I'm never going to compromise my principles.
I hope the Democratic Party understands that the establishment Democrats are on a clock right now. You are out of time, because look at that. Mamdani just proved that you don't need AIPAC to win. You can be against the genocide in Gaza. You can be for affordability. And you can call the Republican Party out on their bullshit live and on TV and in front of everybody, because that is what we want. We want a true progressive in the Democratic Party. We don't want lip service anymore. We are no longer going to be satisfied with lip service, and that is the party that's going to be moving forward. So either get on board or move on.
Words can't describe, honestly, how it feels to see people understand you and who you are, and that you are a citizen of this city just like anybody else. We're all one in so many different ways. And as a Muslim woman, to know that my mayor understands that, the feeling is honestly unmatched. And I did feel from the beginning that he could do this.
Well, I'm very happy and excited about Zohran as one. I want to congratulate Zohran, congratulate his family, who must be so proud, congratulate his team, but also, more importantly, congratulate the city of New York. They had a clear choice at this election. They've chosen hope over fear. They've chosen unity over division. It's been, for those of us watching this from afar, an awful campaign. There's nothing wrong with debate, with scrutiny, but I think some of the campaign, there's been some anti-Muslim hatred. There's been comments made about his ethnicity and his religion, the religion of Islam, and so I'm so pleased that New York has chosen hope over fear, unity over division.
The name is Mamdani, M-A-M-D-A-N-I. The name